Two friends graduate college the same day, same degree, same starting job, same starting salary. For the next 30 years, they both save exactly $500 every month. No more, no less. Same $180,000 out of their own pockets, saved with the same discipline. 30 years later, one of them retires early. The other is still doing math in his head, hoping it's enough. Same income, same effort, same amount saved. So what happened? One quiet decision made early and repeated for 30 years created a gap of hundreds of thousands of dollars. And here's the part that should bother you a little. There's a good chance you're making that same decision right now, this month. Stay with me, because I'm about to show you math your bank really hopes you never run for yourself. If someone ever told you just put your money in a savings account and you'll be fine, they weren't lying. They just weren't telling you all of it. Savings accounts are genuinely great for emergencies, for money you'll need soon. But if your goal is real long-term wealth, parking everything there could quietly cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars over your life. And no, it's not because your bank is evil. It's because almost nobody understands one force working against their money every single day. We'll get there. First, let's talk about what your bank actually does with your money the second it lands in your account. Here's something most people never stop to think about. Your deposit doesn't sit in a vault waiting for you. Your bank lends it out. Home loans, car loans, business loans, credit cards. And those loans usually earn the bank far more than what they're paying you. Imagine lending a friend $100. A year later, they hand you back $105. Feels fair. Now imagine they quietly turned around and lent your $100 to someone else and made $125 off it. That's roughly how banking works. Banks aren't charities. Their job is making money with money. Which leaves one obvious question. If they're making that much off your deposits, why are they paying you so little? Here's where it actually gets interesting. Because the real problem isn't even the interest rate. It's something almost invisible. Something quietly making your money worth less every year, even while your balance keeps climbing. Let's talk about inflation. Stuff $10,000 under your mattress, come back in 10 years, still $10,000, down to the cent. Nothing's missing. But it won't buy what it used to. Groceries cost more, gas costs more, rent costs more. Even your coffee somehow doubled. Your money didn't shrink, its power did. That's inflation, chipping away at every dollar you hold, year after year, whether you notice it or not. Picture it as a race. Your savings account is walking. Inflation is jogging. If inflation keeps outpacing your money, that gap only widens every year. Your balance never drops, so you feel safe. But safety and growth aren't the same thing. And that's exactly why simply saving usually isn't enough to build real wealth. Saving protects what you have. It was never built to grow it. Let's meet Alex. Every payday, $500 goes straight into savings. Never misses, skips the extra spending, feels genuinely proud watching the number climb. From the outside, Alex looks like he's doing everything right. Now meet Ben. Same salary, same $500 every month for 30 years. But Ben makes one different decision with that money, and 30 years later, that one decision creates a gap so big it barely seems real. So what did Ben actually do? Start a business that took off? No. Become some stock-picking genius? Not even close. Get lucky on crypto? Nope. What Ben did was almost boring. Instead of leaving his long-term savings sitting in a bank account, he put it into a low-cost index fund. That's it. No secret strategy, no staring at charts, no guessing the next big company. Think of it like walking into the world's biggest fruit market. Instead of betting everything on one apple, you buy a basket. Apples, oranges, bananas, grapes, dozens more. If one fruit has a bad season, the whole basket doesn't collapse. An index fund works the same way. Instead of one company, you own a tiny slice of hundreds at once. As some grow and others struggle, the basket as a whole can keep growing over the long run. Markets go up and down, and past performance is never a guarantee. This isn't a promise, it's a pattern. Here's where most people get it wrong. They hear stock market and think gambling. It can feel that way. Prices move daily. But betting on one stock and investing for decades in a diversified index fund are not the same game. So picture this, 30 years from now. Alex is still recalculating retirement, hoping the number works out, still a little anxious every time he checks his balance. Ben isn't anxious about money anymore. He has options most people never get. He can retire early or keep working simply because he wants to, not because he has to. He's not rich because he got lucky. He's free because decades ago he let his money do something Alex's money never did. It worked while he slept, while he was at his normal job, living his normal life. Alright, let's do the actual math. Both saved $500 a month for 30 years. Same $180,000 out of pocket. Same discipline. Say Alex's savings account earned around 1% a year, realistic for most accounts. After 30 years, roughly $210,000, about $30,000 in interest. Genuinely not bad. Now Ben. Say his index fund tracked something close to the long-term historical average of the US market. Again, this is an illustration based on history, never a guarantee. After those same 30 years, Ben's account could sit well over $900,000. Same $500, same 30 years, same effort. One man ends up with around $210,000. The other ends up with the kind of money that can change a family's entire future. And here's the part that actually surprises people. Ben didn't earn 5 times the return Alex did. He ended up with several times more money. How? Compounding. Your money doesn't just earn interest. Eventually, your earnings start earning their own earnings, and those earn even more. It's a snowball rolling downhill, barely moving at first. The longer it rolls, the faster it grows. This is where most people accidentally sabotage their own future. They spend years protecting every dollar instead of growing it. They keep cash sitting for decades because it feels safe. But cash is for stability, investing is for growth. Two completely different jobs. Expecting a savings account to build your wealth is like expecting a bicycle to win a Formula 1 race. Not a bad bicycle, just the wrong tool for that job. To be clear, I'm not saying dump every dollar into the market. A savings account still matters, a lot. It's exactly where your emergency fund belongs. Money you'll need soon, a vacation, a down payment. But money you won't touch for 10, 20, 30 years. History suggests a lot of people leave that sitting in cash for decades and quietly pay a huge price for it. So here's the simple roadmap. Step 1. Build your emergency fund. Step 2. Pay off high-interest debt. Step 3. If you're investing for the long haul, look at contributing regularly to a diversified low-cost index fund. You don't need to be rich to start. You don't need to time the market. You don't even need much right away. You just need to start and stay consistent. That's genuinely most of the game. Imagine never opening your banking app with that knot in your stomach. That's not luck. That's just 30 years of one quiet decision repeated. So is your bank stealing from you? Not exactly. Your bank is just doing what banks were built to do. The real question is whether your money is working as hard as you are. Every dollar you own has a job. Some protect you, others build your future. The people who end up like Ben, not Alex, are usually the ones who learned to use both. If this changed how you see your own money, hit like and tell me in the comments. Right now, is most of your money sitting in savings, invested, or somewhere else? And if you want more straight up no hype breakdowns on money and investing, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Remember Alex and Ben? Same job, same salary, same $500 for 30 years straight. The only difference was where they let that money go to work. That's it. That's the whole video. Your future self is the one who will actually thank you for it.